favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to.
Good housekeeping.
If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos. What?
Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Alright guys, the car's back! And we finally got it back from OTB Fab, and honestly the homie got down. He got down, dog. And honestly, for this level of fabrication, I think honestly it's the way to go. Because now you don't have to deal with all the fucked up fab work that you've had dealt with in the past, and you know you've had trouble with like the upper frame rail kind of coming apart and stuff because of the shitty suspension you had before. But
yeah,
how do you feel about this setup now, dude?
That shit was wild. This fucking Eric got down.
Yeah.
To be Fab, the fool.
He got
did a
down,
sick ass job, bro.
Yeah.
Like his walls are freaking pretty immaculate and they're nice.
Yeah, no. So he was using basically what was it? An 1.5 inch DOM tubing. I think is what he said.
1.25 inches.
1.25 inches, yeah. 1.25 inch DOM tubing. Everything was TIG welded. So I mean, like we're talking about, he TIG welded everything, and this is what we ended up with. So basically, it got 10 gauge plating against the firewall, and then he maintained the only thing that you wanted to keep, which was just the strut tower.
Correct.
And then he went ahead and did a whole loop here. And you can't really see because it's under the fender, but we've got the actual upper frame rail was cut at the firewall, and he basically used more, 1.25 inch DOM tubing, and then he made some little cool brackets to hold up your fender, and it's really solid. And then he triangulated this. He said he was matching this angle right here, so he was kind of keeping things very symmetrical. And then he also made like brackets to keep the bricks up. Now the tail lights are up. I mean the headlights. And then also, you asked him specifically to be able to make this front area removable, right?
Correct.
So he used, I don't know what these are called, but they're basically, he called them something, I forgot, but they're basically two pieces that slide into each other, and then you drive two Allen head bolts through it, and then it keeps it all together. So it's going to be easy to put your motor in, because all you're going to do is take these two guys off and remove the intercooler and the radiator as one unit, and then the whole thing sweeps in. And he said that he welded the very top of the frame, lower frame rail, because it's basically 2 or 3 pieces of sheet metal, and you don't want that to split open. So he welded that all the way down, which is awesome. He also plated this area where it comes down and mounts to the lower frame rail, which is awesome. And yeah, I mean the work is solid. I mean, he said he jacks up one corner of this and the whole thing comes up. So I mean, it's very solid. And then I love how your front bash bar is also removable too. It's got that same treatment. So you asked him to plate this, so you could just literally install this and take it off, and no more freight. You don't have the tow hooks anymore because you chopped them off. No, they're still there. Oh shit, sick.
Yeah, he covered up the frame rails.
Yeah,
pretty much replaced the frame rails.
So that opening.
He welded a plate on this one, and then
mounted this on there.
Bash bar with the quick release right here.
Right. So that open area on the frame rail is just plated. And then now you've got that, that adapter piece that you could take this whole piece off on and off easily. But I mean, honestly, it looks really good. And now your car is perfectly parallel and symmetrical now. So that's what's cool. And these bricks, I mean, these things are on there solid. And let's show how well he spent a good amount of time lining everything up. He's an actual fabricator. He's not the kind of guy that just buys a welder and calls himself a fabricator. The guy actually does get down. So like you could see here, he spent a good amount of time lining up the hood and the fender, and look at how that fender how the hood and the headlight come together. That's awesome, because honestly he had to basically calculate how far to make this bracket so that it actually mates with the hood and everything. So all of that stuff looks great. And looking at it from the top straight down, you can see like the hood and the head and the brick meet dead on, which is awesome. And this area here too. So that's cool. So you're happy?
What? Fucking awesome, bro. Stoked. The way he was stuck on my car, I'm stoked at his fabrication.
Yeah, he loved your coupe. He loved the coupe, man. He's like,
I'm gonna miss it.
He's gonna miss
I'm just
it,
looking at it every day.
yeah. So
Well,
he
he got inspired by my coupe because he has the S14.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I want to.
He wants to get another coupe.
No, he also has this coupe.
Oh,
He's like, whatever you did to your car, I want to do it to mine. Like, sick.
Basically mimic it.
Yeah, he got inspired a lot. So I'm like, oh, appreciate it.
Yeah,
bro.
and honestly, like what he was telling us, you know, like usually he will do tube front end, like right at the shock tower. He'd cut basically the upper frame rail from here to here. But like for his first time doing a complete tubular engine bay, he came out really good. So that's awesome. Anyway, you know, special thanks to Oscar for fronting up the money to get his coupe done so he can record super cool shit.
Yeah, fuck
How heavy is your wallet
It's
now?
light now.
It's light, right?
Oh, that's so heavy, bro. Never mind.
And then special thanks to Angel Chavez from Angelitos for being able to tow this baby to and back. And then, you know, OTB Fab, special
Fab
thanks
for
to him.
Taking his time and effort and
Yeah.
sketching everything up.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yep. No, thanks a lot,
Appreciate
especially for getting this all squared up. Now, what's next, dude?
Next is paint everything.
Yeah.
Throw in the new interior. And the far end. We're now waiting on my turbo to come back in from rebuilding.
Oh, so you set the TD06 up?
Yeah, I'm doing a TD06. Everything's ceramic coated and some things here and there.
Yeah.
And yeah, pretty much just waiting on things. But for now, I got a lot of work to do. I gotta spray it.
Yeah.
Work on the interior also.
Yeah.
Things are piling up right now.
Piling up. So now you have no more excuse, bro. You got the car back, and you're gonna start getting down, and like you said, you got a lot of work to do. But that's where you chop, man. We get this set rolling. Before you know it, it'll be on the streets again. I hope.
Hopefully, the end of the year. Hopefully.
All right, that's your year-end goal.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get this shit. Yeah. Let's make it happen, brother. Anyway, guys, thanks again for hanging out with us. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean up, and then we're gonna go eat and go drink and enjoy the rest of this weekend. Stay tuned for the next episode, guys. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and comment, baby. There you go.